Birgit, I talked to Joe Ackerman a few weeks back, and he said they kicked this idea around years back, never really made sense. Why could it make sense for Berlin now?
Well, first of all, I just want to make clear, the government normally takes a decision, and that is their decision, that they do leave this decision to the companies. So, but obviously they are watching how the Commerzbank and Deutsche Bank is doing, and they see that both banks are really weak, and they also, as the investors, do look into the future and wonder where this is going. And the German government takes this from obviously a national economic view, and they say German companies need a strong domestic banking market. So therefore they want strong banks. And that's what they would like to see. And then they're looking at the European level and they say a European merger is probably still a long way off, and it only makes sense if we have a banking and a fiscal and capital market union. So therefore, if you would ask them, they would at the moment say they are favoring a Deutsche Bank Commerzbank merger.
Birgit, strong bank. You talked there about a strong bank. Why does putting Deutsche Bank, which trades on a price to book of 0.43, and Commerzbank, which trades on a price to book of 3.4 for Deutsche, 4.3 for Commerzbank, putting those two banks together, does that make a strong bank? I guess that's the question we've got to ask ourselves.
Well, this is exactly the discussion which is going on, and the German government position, or those who are favoring a merger, would say that basically then they have a bigger capital base. And the concern is really that they're looking towards the next downturn, and they see that in a national market, basically the money is being pulled out of weak national banks. So therefore they would rather like to see a merged bigger entity.
Birgit, are these banks almost being forced into this? I mean, it feels like Deutsche is still getting over the merger with Post, and now investors are still screaming for some more activity out of Deutsche Bank. It seems like Christian Sewing might be under pressure to actually do something. Is that behind this renewed chatter?
I mean, I don't think that the government is really pushing the companies very hard, but they are taking part in the discussion, and they do not want to be left out just because the last financial crisis saw the governments as the lender of last resort. So therefore they do take a position, but they leave the decision finally to the companies.